Good morning. Hi, I'm Marlene Dillon, author of I'm Proud to Be Natural Me, designer, mom, and empowerment specialist. I was sitting actually in this parked car at Target thinking about the idea that I hear a lot of parents. A lot of parents say, I'm not my child's friend, I'm their parent. And it makes me wonder why those have to be exclusive of each other. Why isn't it possible to be both your child's friend and their parent? If you look up the definition of a friend, it basically says it's someone who you know and that you have a mutual bond of affection. So basically, it's someone you like and love, which is a good thing. Someone who you can see as a companion, like you all can be around each other and get along, and someone who you can view as a confidant. And I think that sounds like something that I would want as a parent. Um, and that's something that I have with my daughter, is that we can talk, that she's able to tell me things, that she feels comfortable sharing things with me. Even sometimes when I rather that she didn't share them with me, but I'm glad that she's talking to me. And I know that that's because it matters to me that we have a relationship outside of I tell her what to do and she does it. So I think that there's value in going beyond I tell you what to do and you listen to it. I think that there's more to the relationship with that. So the question the question that came to me this morning is, does your child like you? I asked my daughter this actually on the drive in this morning. I just dropped her off at school, and if you hear noise in the background, there's construction going on. I dropped her off at school, and on the ride in, I just asked her, like, do you think we have a good relationship? And she said yes. And then when I asked her, do you like me? she she said yes, and there was no hesitation, which is a good thing. And I think that that's something that we're not taught to value as parents, because the reality is this: if your child doesn't like you, they're not going to talk to you. If your child doesn't like you, they're not going to share things with you. If your child does not like you, you all will not have the kind of relationship that allows you to give proactive advice rather than reactive solutions, because they're not going to come to you in the early part. They're not going to come to you before they make the decision and say, I'm thinking about doing this or I'm thinking about doing that, because they already know what to expect from you. And if you grew up in a household where you had parents who were maybe super strict and you couldn't talk to them, think about all the decisions that you made behind their back, possibly, that you could have, if you had the cool parent that maybe someone down the street had, that you could have talked to them about. And maybe because of having the experience of having friends that maybe they had the cool parent and then they made a lot of bad decisions, and created a lot of stress for their life. But it doesn't always have to be the extreme. Just because you have a good relationship with your child doesn't mean that you have to be lax on your parenting. It doesn't mean that you have to have more of a focus on them liking you than on their safety, than on their progress in life, in school, etc. It just means that you've created an environment where they feel safe to communicate with you. You've created an environment where they feel like hanging out with you is a good thing and you all can enjoy each other. As the years progress and into the teen years and things like that, building that relationship is even more important, because the priorities are shifting and autonomy is shifting, and the desire to have control of one's own life, So it's important to think about it outside of, I want them to listen when I talk to them. They'll listen if they know you're listening.